Alright, welcome everyone to 239 Media here by Matt444. I am the host of the Showcase series. Guess we'll call this the Showcase Media or 444 Media. Either or, we'll make it work. So today I'm just going to be going over tier rankings for each team and way too early predictions for who's going to win the main awards basically in 239. Just trying to get some media pumped out this season, so just want to double check my audio. Originally, I had my first stream and I was hearing a massive echo, so just want to make sure that that wasn't an issue this time. All right, I think we're good to go. So with that being said, my first tier is there's always next season, and who is in this tier? Coming in at number 12, we got the Funkadelics. This is a team I had at the bottom of my over-unders. I think I had him at 28.5 points over-under. I think they went over the season. Maybe, I think might have had one win, but Funkadelics, not looking too good. I wasn't very impressed with their bidding, and it should basically. I don't think this team has any chance. Not to be mean like that, but it is what it is. So with that being said, let's move on to the bubble teams. I got coming in at number 11. We got the Moose Hockey Club, which has been renamed about 5,000 times. Again, I just don't see any dynamic talent on this team. I think they'll be there, a bunch of solid guys, so I think they could squeak out some points, but again, I had them lower on my my over-under as well. I think I had them at 33.5. Might have been generous. Tough start to the season for the squad. So that's number 11. Coming in at number 10, we got the team with the worst logo possible. Had to make it super small because for some reason there's black on the top and the bottom. I didn't want to cover up other people's logo. We got the ice holes, which I am part of. First series of the season. Solid 0-2-1 for your boy. My first real competitive games on defense in this NHL 26, and it showed. We had our right D playing right wing. We had our bench player playing right D, and it was ugly, especially game one. We got better as the night went on. Got it to overtime game two, or game three, I should say. But again, just not too much top end talent. They do have a player, Callaway, a right wing part timer. If he was full time, might bump them up a bit. He's able to put the puck in the net. I think that's what this team's going to struggle with. But yeah. So we got number 10, the ice holes. We got coming in at number 9. We got Pray Harder. Tough start to the season. I'm not sure if they're I believe 0-5-1. But with that being said, I think they played the two best lineups basically in 239. They played Seize the Gap top lineup with Veds in it, and Short and Sweet's top line with Nutzenbergers in it. So even though you would say, oh, they have the worst record in the league, how can you have number 9? They played literally, I think, the two best lineups you could play against. So I had them like mid-tier, now the bottom, mid-tier bubble team. Let's see if they could rebound here in week number 2. And coming in at number 8, we got the Masturbators. This is Rat Squad. Kind of basically where I was originally going to have them. They actually the Ice Holes actually beat them in the first series of the season for the Ice Holes, I think 2-1. But Masturbators actually went 2-1 versus the Dad Bods, which was very surprising. Kind of opened my eyes. So slotted them number 8 here, which would be the last team that would make the playoffs. So that's that. Coming in at number 7, the last of the bubble teams, I got Roomba's Revenge. And this is Kane squad. You got Kane, Blip, obviously two top end talents right there. You got the elitist himself, Dom. They only played one series and it was against Seize the Gap, so it's kind of tough to judge. They did make a recent trade getting Tibbs. Hopefully that bolsters their lineup, but yeah, there are other pieces that were on the weaker side. So we'll see. They strengthen those up or they overperform in those support roles. You could easily see Roomba's making their way up as the season goes on. All right, and now the next tier, I got the playoff locks. These are teams I just think are going to make the playoffs. No doubt. They have a tough week, tough 2 weeks. I just think these teams are too good basically to miss. No long losing streaks. So with that being said, we got number 6. We got coming in. We got Grow Up. Went 4-2, I believe. I think they swept their first series. They played the Dad Bods on the Showcase Series. Looked pretty impressive in game number 1. But as the series went on, the Dad Bod seemed like they just took control. And Grow Up seemed like they had a hard time scoring. I was very impressed with Gandalf. They got him for 1 bod. He looked actually like the most dangerous forward on the squad. Um, Either if it's collectively or making a move, if they just find some way to get a little bit more goal scoring, I can see this team being pretty dangerous in the playoffs. I'm trying to see who they played in their first series. Oh, Hawkeye. They had the Funkadelics. So even though they won 4-2, they swept the Funkadelics. I don't give that. I mean, I think a lot of teams are going to sweep the Funkadelics if you're one of the playoff locks. So I got them coming in at number 6. At number 5, we got Lemansky and Bud's Hockey Association, or whatever the hell it's called. Lemansky known for his putrid team names, but good enough to get him number 5. I also think they went 4-1-1. I think they were actually in 3rd place in the standings, but I got them coming at number 5 because I think they played. I think they also played the Funkadelics. Let's see, and they played the Hockey Moose Club, who actually had both of them on the lower end of the power rankings here of the tiers. So I just don't think they played much competition. With that being said, they got, for the most part, they got the points they needed to get against those teams. Even just because you're playing a lower team, you still got to get your W's on them. So good for them on that. At number 4, we got the Motor City with Shem in the squad. This is a team that swept my ice holes on Thursday when I played. About this team, I think every forward can be dangerous, obviously, especially Shem. But each forward can put the puck in the net. So I think offensive power there. I don't think their defense is outstanding, but it's not horrible either. Like, they're not going to cost them. So basically, they're average-ish, I would say. With an above-average forward lineup, and then you got Cheevers in net. That's a good squad. I think this team definitely a playoff lock coming in number 4. And coming in at number 3, the last of the playoff locks, we got the Dad Bods. They had a tough start to the season. I think going 1-2 against Rat and the Masturbators. I had them in the Showcase Series against Grow Up. Game 1, I thought they looked all right. Nothing great. They lost to Grow Up. I think Grow Up scored on their high danger opportunities where Dad Bods didn't. I was like, I think I might have misplaced them early in the season. I had them actually at number 1 of my over-unders. Now, did I think they were actually the best team? Debatable. I think they were up there, obviously, but when I did the over-unders, it's more based on what I think people are going to bet on them. So everyone was saying, oh, Dad Bods, no weaknesses. That's true. But, again, besides Terry, that's when they have Terry playing his part-time. Not Terry, I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess Terry is. Gamer tag's Lost in the Sauce. When they have Lost in the Sauce playing, I think they could be up there competitive with everyone. When he's not playing mid-tier, I think they'll actually do better than they did against the Masturbators when Broomall does play. Does put the puck in the net. So that's it for my playoff locks for season 39 of the 239 hockey. And now I got the President Trophy contenders, cream of the crop, the 2 best squads in 239 this season. We got coming in at number 2, Who is it? Is it going to be Seize the Gap? Is it going to be Short and Sweet? I got Short and Sweet coming in at number 2. Now, while they're first place in the standings, I just think, honestly, their Game 7 lineup will not be as dangerous as who comes in number 1. Obviously, it's going to be Seize the Gap. I think Short and Sweet has the best D pair in the league. I don't think it's very close, to be honest. You got JC. If he's not the best lefty, second best lefty. That's an argument anyone could have. Right D. I'm trying to draw a blank on his name. Damn it. Oh. Let's see if I can look it up real quick. So I actually wanted to shout out this guy's name. Parks TTV. Came in at 25 bods. I honestly didn't know much about him. AHL defender. After seeing him play a series, and I'm very close with most of the guys on Short and Sweet, he's very impressive. There's literally nothing this guy can't do. Not I'm saying he's elite tier things, but he's literally good at everything. A sneaky good bid here from JC Enterprise. Like I said, that's just why I put him as a top D pair. You got Nutzenberger center. Got all the Ken boys, full send. Captain Suzuki, my favorite Frenchie. Good squad. Left wing with Master Shotgun. Played better in the second series, but that's the only thing that's kind of they slightly improve on that, or Shotgun continues to improve throughout the season. You can easily see them as a top team. So coming in at number 1, Seize the Gap. Just I think when Veds plays, I think that's the best lineup. Game 7, you get Ziggs and Veds. Best lineup, I think, in the league. You got Sexy Rocco, solid center between them, doing all the hard work. And then, obviously, you got Scary Terry. Coming out of nowhere. Able to play left wing, right wing. Scoring goals left and right, including a highlight goal this week. Yeah, Seize the Gap. Might not finish number 1 in the standings, but I think going into playoffs, they're going to be my playoff favorites. Unless something happens with the roster with Short and Sweet. So that's it for my tier rankings. Now I also want to go over my predictions for who's going to win the main trophies. I have the main trophies basically as the Norris, the 17.5, 17.5, 18.5. Can't remember what the hell it's called, but basically the part-time award. I put it down as 17.5. I saw someone put it as 18.5. Who the hell knows? I got the Calder trophy for the rookie of the year, and of course the Hart. Oh, I actually missed the Vezina, but that guy did not give me a clip, so I'll just mention that right off the bat. Vezina, I'm gonna have Brandon from Short and Sweet. Honestly, I played with him in LG last season. I think this dude's an absolute stud. I think he's the best goalie in the league, hands down. That's why I think Short and Sweet could literally beat anyone. Your goalie doesn't give up any goals or gives up one. You get slightly, not the top end talent that Seize the Gap has, but you have the goalie making the saves. You can beat anybody. So that's a shout out to my boy Brandon for the Vezina. I actually meant to put that in via text, but I didn't get a video and I literally whiffed on it. So no editing here. This is, we do it live. Damn it. So there's obviously plenty of mistakes, but I'm not here to edit. Not going to take all day. Oh, I looked horrible here, or this didn't sound right. You get the point. So coming in, my Norris winner after week 1. Too early prediction, but boom, JC Enterprise. Already mentioned them. And let's see if I get this clip here. See if I could send this little action here for JC. Sent this to me. This was, I think, in Game 3 in this series on Thursday coming in. Down 1 goal here, late in the third. Puts it behind the net. Finds the soft zone. Bam! Rocket. Far corner. Nothing the goalie could do about it. Nice goal there from JC Enterprise. So the 17.5 award. I already mentioned his name a few times. I don't think this is going to be much of a debate. Obviously, there's a lot of good part-timers actually, but there's only one Nick Veds. Honestly, just best player in the league. So don't have to say much besides that. Let's see if I get a little Ved highlight action here. This is here, Veds with the puck. LT like only Veds can. Taking his time, boom, short side goal. Teams give Veds tons of respect. He has too much space. He's a pass-first guy, but you give him that much space, he's going to bury it. Nick Veds, your 17/18.5 award winner. Technically, he could be, what, a 21 award winner. I think he went for 42 bods. So, and I got, for the Calder Trophy, I don't know anything about this guy. I looked up the stats. Guy's leading the league in points, so, I mean, gotta pick him. Calder Trophy winner after week 1. My prediction, Carpinus. I'm just going to go on Carpy or Carp because I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. I have a decent idea, but just for safety reasons, we're going to call him Carp. I reached out to Lemansky since he's on Carp's team. I said, yo, hook me up with a highlight. So this is what he gave me. This Carp right here in the about to receive the puck, gets it right there. LT forehand, backhand, back to the forehand. Great goal there from Carp. Obviously, you can tell he's got the thumbs. You can see him scoring lots of points. Team to Lemansky, one of the better left wingers in the league. I could see him putting up a ton of points. He's a full-time player. So boom, Carpy, Calder Trophy winner confirmed. And for the Hart, this might be up for some debate. But here's my logic behind it. Let me first announce it. Hart Trophy winner, MVP of 239. Sexy Rocco here from Seize the Gap. Basically, besides Scary Terry, the only full-time forward on Seize the Gap. And he's going to be surrounded by lots of talent with Zigs, Veds, D-Vets. Obviously, even Scary Terry is just putting the goals in left and right. I think Sexy Rocco does a lot of dirty work. Good defensive player. He's going to rack up all those defensive stats. Plus, I think he's going to be putting in a ton of points. Being a full-timer, playing with Zigs and Veds. Yeah. Sexy Rocco, your MVP. And let's get to one of those grindy goals from Sexy Rocco. Let's look at the battle here. Oh, Hart. That's part of the Hart Trophy, too. You got to have the heart. Battling along the boards. Still going. Bam! Puts it in. Sexy Rocco, your MVP. 239, season 39. You heard it here first. And I said, Rocco, I'm putting you. I didn't tell him I was going to put him in the MVP Hart Trophy, but I said, since I'm, in my mind, I was like, I'm putting him as the Hart. Any special request? He says, of course. You got to show my boy, Scary Terry, in action. Oh, the LT spin on the elitist, and he buries it. The hats or slash chicken legs are flying as he scores a hattie in great style. Scary Terry from Rocco. Let's put a 1 points for Rocco with the assist. I hate to do it to you, Dom, but getting a spin around by Scary Terry. And you're not the only one. Scary Terry's putting up a ton of goals. Defense says he's going for the rocket. If that happens, that would be ridiculous. And as the elitist knows, my fellow D-man, you play defense, you have 99 great plays. You get cooked once, everyone's going to get cooked once. Boom, it's all over the place. The elitist, I'm sure a good sport about it. But, yeah, so that's my little media for the weekend. And thanks for tuning in. This is Matt 4for4 signing off.